So, Spirit is laying something on my heart, and I really want to talk about it. I was trying to meditate this morning before getting out of bed, and it's like I'm triggered. There was this video, this pick a card that I watched, and I love the reader, Creator Connections. He's like, oh my gosh, he's so amazing. I feel like he's my soul brother. But anyway, I was watching one of the piles and this energy came through. He was channeling this energy. And it was basically, the reading was who has a crush on you. And there was this energy that was just so loud. It was like, I don't know. He kept trying to say like, this is like what a true masculine is, you know, really confident. But this person, their energy kept coming through as the Sun card. And that was the first card out the gate, the Sun card. And basically the gist of the video was, listen, I like you. I'm really confident. I've got my shit together. Like, I don't need you, but you know, like, I just need you to know that. Like, it was so pompous. It was. And then I went to go meditate to kind of like figure out why I was triggered. I'm like, the cards said all the right things. The reader was like, wow, this feels like a good energy. They're very high vibrational. And I'm like, okay, well, that's good. But then there's like this, I don't know, there was this disconnect. A lot of solar plexus energy, but not a lot of heart space energy. And well, of course, you know, it's just a reading and it's a general reading, but it really just kind of triggered me because this has been something that's been happening with me lately. I've been kind of wanting to put myself out there more, like on the dating scene. And this is what I've been noticing. It's like good women want good men. And like, it's really off-putting, guys. It is sometimes to feel like, I don't know, like, I wish I could say it better, but it's like I wish confidence was more of a humility. You know, I wish humbleness was really seen as the true confidence. You know? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but and it's not fair to men. It really isn't, because in today's society, like, men are raised to hide emotion, be overly masculine, really cutthroat even, you know, and it's a dog-eat-dog world. So I don't blame men. That's not the problem. It was society that screwed them over. It's not men. But I also feel like, as a divine feminine, it's my responsibility to help divine masculines too. And divine masculines were never taught. I mean, they were never shown what it's like to feel accepted and safe in vulnerability. You know? It's always been quite the opposite. It's like they fear expressing feelings because I think, I don't know, and I guess I'm speaking from experience. Women might not know how to understand men like that. Because if society taught men that emotions are not to be expressed, then women have a really hard time understanding a man that just pours his heart out. It's almost like there's no code book for that. There's no rules. How do you handle something like that? But I feel like good men want a good woman too. Someone nurturing and healing and seductive, and not like submissive in a bad way, because I think that gets such a bad rep, but they do want someone who would take and follow their lead, you know? And it's like, if you want a woman like that, then you have to be a good leader. You know, if you want a woman who will follow you to the ends of the earth, a good woman who would do that, give her something to follow, right? And so as I was meditating, I was like, wow, it's all within me. It's not external. There's nothing external. It's my own masculine energy doing this. I've been doing this. That's why I was triggered. I've been overly doing it with like this air of confidence that's really fake. It's not real confidence then. Real confidence doesn't need to present itself like, hey, look at me, I'm confident. And it's like, you're going to choose me or not. Your laws. Like, I mean, I guess that is confident in a way, but that's like, it's off-putting. And I've been like that recently. That's off-putting. Nobody wants to be around that kind of energy. I would rather be around someone who knows that they are the shit without having to say openly and publicly, hey, I'm the shit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It kind of reminds me of my shirt that I own. I own a blue shirt and I've had it for years. It's like my favorite shirt. And it says flawless on it. And I love that shirt. I'm not getting rid of it. But it's like that. It's like I don't need a shirt to say flawless. I know that I'm flawless in Jesus. I don't need anything to tell me that I'm beautiful. My aura speaks for itself. My welcoming energy speaks for itself. And any man that would truly have confidence would know that your energy speaks for itself. Your ability to be vulnerable in a world that told you not to be, that is true confidence. That's being a badass right there. And that's what really, really creates passion in a romantic relationship. Knowing that you could be dominant and overly egotistical, but you choose not to. I mean, that is what sets you apart. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you worth having. And that's what makes you important, is to fall on your sword and say, I'm not important. You know, but not in a way that's like, I have no self-confidence, no self-worth. But I don't know, does this make sense to basically say that there's no reason I should be exalted above others? And that reading, there was this energy of like, I choose you, so you're going to choose me. No. That's not how that works. No. And again, it was just a general reading. Like, a ton of people watched that video. So it's not like it's just me, but it was so off-putting that I had to mention it. It's like, this energy was like, yeah, I've got my shit together. I know who I am. And I know I could have any woman in the world, but I choose you. So you should be really happy about that. It's like, anyone confident doesn't go around saying that. Like the reader literally mentioned, he literally said in the video, he's like, this reading was gonna kind of talk about you, but this person wants me to talk about them. And it's just gonna be about them now. And I'm like, okay. Like, okay, that's cool, I guess. Because the title of the video was Who Has a Crush on You? But it's like, okay. So is that somebody at a first date would just be like, so, like, here's a picture of my pit bull. Like, yeah, his name's Rocky. We go to the park and, like, he really loves lasagna. And, yeah, my life pretty much is devoted to Rocky, and that's it. And if you can't accept that, then Rocky and I don't need you. Look, I'm not even hating on pit bulls, and I'm not hating on lasagna, and I'm not hating on the name Rocky. I'm hating on those first dates that always suck, because you're like, hello, do you even remember that there are two people here? Remember how, like, you wanted to date? Yeah, if you wanted to just date yourself, you should go look in the bathroom mirror. Like, I don't know. It was just so overly vain and cocky and self-absorbed. And I don't know. I think I got triggered, but I got triggered because I think like I do this. I do this all the time. Like, I need to really nip it in the bud. But anyway, I was meditating and I started to connect with Christ energy, with Jesus. And I felt, I heard telepathically God say, my sheep know my voice. My sheep hear my voice. And that's just it. I didn't hear God's voice in that reading. Not to say that the reader was off or anything. I just didn't hear love. I heard, I choose you, and because I'm such a great catch, you're gonna choose me, and it's inevitable. But that's off-putting, and I'm not going to choose you because literally it's off-putting. It's an energy, guys. It's not what you say. It's not how you dress. It's not how much money you have or how many women want you. It's like, what makes you different? What makes you different than 4 or 5 billion men on the planet? What makes you different than them? Because a good woman who would devote her life to making sure you're happy in every way possible would really need more than just cockiness and exaggeration, you know? And no offense to your dog Rocky, but she would need more than just you talking about yourself and, you know, glorifying everything that you do in a day as if it's somehow you're God's gift to humanity, which I'm not saying that you're not. I think all of us are God, and I think it's beautiful, and I think you're a beautiful soul. But can we just talk about it? Like, bring it down a few notches, okay? Because it's really off-putting, and it's like the good women out there, they don't want men like that. Sorry, not sorry. And we will stay fiercely independent and on our own, single as a Pringle, for the next 50 years rather than take an energy like that. Really. And I mean that. I don't know about you, but I will. I will have a vow of celibacy, living in a friggin' hut in the woods for the next 50 years, if that's what it takes. Because that energy is so off-putting. Like, been there, done that. Been there, done that. I have a souvenir. It's called a divorce decree. I've been there. I don't want that ever again. So if you want a woman who is gentle and modest and kind and like healing, receptive, a real woman, it's like you have to be a real man. And it's not about how loud can you be, or how showy can you be with your money, or how many subscribers you have. It's how kind are you? What do you do when no one's looking? Right? If like some homeless guy came up to you asking for food, like what would you do? Where's the content of your heart? True confidence is humility, in my opinion. And I think that the new earth is filled with men like this, like confident, but in a humble way, not needing to exaggerate his accomplishments or his self-esteem, or it comes across like pushy, you know? And real women can tell the energy will be off-putting. It's like real high priestesses, those who can help guide and instruct you on becoming the emperor in your empire, right? The real high priestesses, the ones given knowledge by God that can help guide and instruct you to get everything your heart has ever desired. I'm telling you right now, it's not easy to attain a high priestess. You're going to need to be a high priest to do so, which means you have to be following his voice too, right? Not a man, an energy, a consciousness. you have to be following the way of the divine masculine and energy. So if you want that beautiful high priestess, divine feminine energy that can guide you to the promised land, you need a little bit more humility and chivalry, And it's like, I know that this world has made men so afraid of being that way, appearing gentle and sweet and loving and romantic. And I know it's a man's world, and so I get that. But the new earth is not a man's world. The new earth is a man's and a woman's world. Like it's both feminine and masculine energy. It's the old world's dying out. It's decaying. It's falling away. You can see it. You can see the patriarchy collapsing. You can see the entire model completely going underwater. You can see it. You have to start building something new. And the men, the leaders of the new world, are kind and humble. And they're intuitive. And they're emotionally open. They cry, right? They cry. They express feelings. They say, like, listen, I'm scared about this. And they come to you, High Priestess, with High Priest energy. And they would never leave you guessing, Trust your intuition, ladies. Trust your intuition. Thanks for listening.